Next News. Breaking news.
Tonight, the billionaire space race just delivered a brutal reality check. Jeff Bezos sent up Blue Origin's New Glenn with big hype. A clean booster landing and another chance to prove he can compete with Elon Musk. Then came the hard part. The payload missed the correct orbit. Translation? The mission looked good on the surface but failed where customers actually count the money. And while Bezos was trying to explain another miss, SpaceX was doing what it does like clockwork, launching, landing, and delivering. But see, that's only half the story, because back on Earth, Amazon is now facing explosive allegations that could hit every single American wallet. So why does this matter? Well, a simple reason. Execution is not a vanity metric. In space, failure means lost payloads, lost contracts, and lost confidence. On the ground, corporate abuse means you pay more. Reuters, CBS, the Wall Street Journal, and market reports all point to the same problem for Blue Origin. Yes, the reusable booster touched down, but the AST SpaceMobile satellite, AST, was placed too low, forcing a burn-up scenario and sending their shares lower. That is not close enough. Now compare that to SpaceX. Mario Naval highlighting the launch of the latest GPS-3-8 satellite for the United States Space Force. SpaceX showing Falcon 9 sticking another landing on their just read the instructions. That reliability is not just impressive, it's strategic power for America. Under President Trump, strong American capability matters more than ever, and we need winners building the future, not overhyped projects missing critical benchmarks while global competitors watch and learn. And speaking of American strength, there's another major Trump-era development that viewers need to hear about right now. This is breaking news from the White House. They just announced over $30 billion to secure America's critical mineral supply chains and named a specific Alaskan project as a key strategic asset for U.S. mineral independence. I've personally been to the Vizsla copper drilling site in Canada myself. I've held the core samples. I've examined the entire operation. But what's happening right now in Alaska is bigger than most people realize. You see, President Trump just unveiled Project Vault, a $12 billion strategic minerals reserve designed to stockpile essential resources and keep America secure from foreign supply shocks. That puts companies like Vizsla Copper in focus very fast. If you want to look further, Vizsla Copper trades in the U.S. under VCUFF and in Canada as VCU.V. Don't wait for corporate media to catch up. Check the exclusive briefing only for Next News viewers linked down below, because whether it's minerals, manufacturing, or space, America First means building real strength right here at home. We thank them for supporting our work. Now here's the twist that makes the story even bigger. While Bezos is taking heat for a rocket that missed its mark, his retail empire is also being accused of helping keep prices high for American families. According to detailed claims that are now public, Amazon allegedly pressured brands to get Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Best Buy, and Chewy to raise prices whenever Amazon saw a cheaper listing. So on one side, SpaceX keeps delivering. On the other, Bezos is dealing with failures in orbit and serious questions in the marketplace. Elon Musk posting this: Falcon flies every few days. You can see launches in person from Florida or California. Just remarkable technology.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Go Falcon, go GPS-3-8.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
And what the chamber pressure is.
So cool, man. So cool. Remember the space race in the 60s between the United States and Russia? Well, now the space race is between Bezos and Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is clearly winning. See, that's the difference. SpaceX launches are so regular they barely count as surprises anymore. Now compare that with Jeff Bezos' Amazon empire, where new documents point to backroom schemes keeping prices high. Now stay with me on this because it gets a little convoluted. There is a report here that basically spells it out. It might be better for me just to play the report, but basically what's going on here, and I'll read it to you, that Amazon got caught running a secret price manipulation operation with Levi's, Home Depot, Walmart, and many more. Every time you comparison shopped online, you were looking at prices that were already rigged. Now stay with me. Amazon would monitor prices on Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Home Depot, and Chewy in real time. The second a competitor listed a product cheaper than Amazon, they would contact that specific brand directly and tell them to fix it. And the exact emails are now public. Amazon sent Levi's links to Walmart listings with the subject line "Styles of Concern." They basically said that the prices on Walmart are too low and we have a problem. The next day, Levi responded, "I talked to Walmart. They've partnered with us to take Easy Khaki Classic Fit back up to ladder SPP price immediately." Levi's literally called Walmart, told them to raise the price because Amazon told Levi to make the call. Walmart complied. Then Amazon matched the higher price. Both retailers ended up charging more. The customer paid extra and nobody competed. It happened with Hanes. It happened with Allergen. It happened with Chewy, Furniture on Home Depot. And the list goes on. Walmart and Target, they were told to comply because they needed the brand's products. Amazon captures 40 cents of every dollar spent online in America. That gives them leverage to set prices across the entire internet, not just their own platform. 3 separate antitrust trials are now scheduled for 2027. The FTC has its own case. 18 states plus the DOJ also now piling on. Here is a local Fox report. Listen to this.
In a press release titled "Naming Names," Rob Bonta secured a largely unredacted copy of the preliminary injunction. The documents lay out specific interactions between Amazon and competing retailers like Target, Walmart, Chewy, Best Buy, and Home Depot. One example alleges Amazon sent Levi's links to pants priced lower on Walmart's site, saying it, quote, hoped these can get resolved over the next few days.
These were not suggestions. They were directives, often backed by threats of penalties if vendors failed to comply. Amazon used vendors as the middleman, directing them to contact retailers and push for price increases so Amazon wouldn't have to compete.
Amazon has previously disputed AG Bonta's claims and has reportedly said that it will respond in court at the appropriate time. The case is set to go to court next January.
So while Amazon is accused of squeezing families on everyday prices, another Bezos problem brewing in space, Blue Origin supporter admits none of this private space progress happens without Elon Musk leading the way. Even if Blue Origin's making great strides, none of it would be possible thanks to the pioneer and private and modern space travel, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a classic scientist, but an entrepreneur with radical goals, and is precisely this combination has permanently changed the space industry. So this is the Blue Origin doing its own touchdown. As you know, we've been tracking the technology that Elon Musk has been presenting, and now finally it looks like Blue Origin figured it out. Copying Elon Musk in its return flights back to their own barges. The praise for Musk sets up the reality check for Bezos. CBS with the headline, Blue Origin did not want, the New Glenn missed the right orbit. In its third flight, a Blue Origin New Glenn rocket put satellite payload into the wrong orbit. So Blue Origin got a rocket up, but the mission still fell short where it counts. Reuters also breaking down the booster landing success and the upper stage failure that left the satellite in the wrong orbit. A reusable booster of the New Glenn, launched from Florida on April 19th by Bezos' company Blue Origin, touched down successfully but failed to deploy the AST SpaceMobile communications satellite it was carrying into the correct orbit. A huge fail. That's the split screen. Bezos, one technical win, one mission failure. The Wall Street Journal follows with Blue Origin's own admission that its customer satellite was sent into correct orbit. Wall Street Journal confirming it as well. It's all over. And then the hit on the markets. AST SpaceMobile moving lower this morning after Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket failed to put the ASTS satellite into the correct orbit. The incorrect placement was too low to sustain operations, and ASTS will be forced to have its satellite burn up in the atmosphere, according to Bloomberg. The botched deployment hammered the customer and raised bigger questions about whether Blue Origin can deliver under pressure. Meanwhile, SpaceX is doing the opposite, launching GPS satellites for the U.S. Space Force like clockwork. Right in the fall, SpaceX just launched the last in a series of next-gen GPS-3 8 satellites into orbit for U.S. Space Force. Pretty amazing how routine this has become, and it never gets old. So I think we clearly know who's winning in this space race. The Falcon 9 landing on the Just Read Instructions drone ship after launching the GPS-3. 10 years ago, landing a rocket on a ship seemed like a joke. Now it's routine. That's what dominance looks like. Mission up, payload delivered, job done. SpaceX closes out with the part that used to sound impossible. Another Falcon 9 drone ship landing. I mean, these are just, I love seeing.
Well, that means the final burn for this booster.
Impact shutdown.
I love seeing these things.
Stage 1 landing leg deployed.
Wow.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And another
successful landing for Elon Musk as Bezos continues to play catch up. So that's the real headline. Elon Musk built a launch machine so dependable that, as he put it, Falcon flies every few days. Americans can literally go watch the future lift off from Florida or California. Meanwhile, one commentator summed it up well. Whatever Blue Origin eventually becomes, modern private space travel was pioneered by Musk's radical entrepreneurial vision. You know, the contrast is impossible to ignore. SpaceX launches national security payloads, lands boosters, and normalize what used to be historic. Blue Origin is still trying to prove it can deliver complete mission success. Add in accusations that Amazon used its market power to crush prices upward, and the Bezos brand suddenly looks less like innovation and more like control without the same level of execution. So here's the takeaway. America is watching two different models in real time. One company builds, launches, lands, and delivers for the U.S. Space Force with precision. The other gets headlines for a booster touchdown, but loses the mission where it counts, then faces accusations that its retail machine helped make life more expensive for everyday Americans. The contrast matters. Under President Trump, this country is rewarding results, strength, and American excellence, not excuses. So what do you think? Yes or no? Is SpaceX now so far ahead of Blue Origin that the race is basically over? Let me know in the comments. And share this report. Subscribe if you're done with the corporate media spin. And check out the Next News merch shelf below. And if you want to beat the algorithm, text raw feed to 844-840-4963 for direct updates to your phone from yours truly. Stay bold, stay informed, and keep fighting for the America First future.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.